All right, MacKenzie.
Yes.
MacKenzie, welcome back. You were one of the very first interviews I did when I came down here to this studio on Skid Row 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago almost. What's gone on since then? A lot of time has passed since then.
Oh, man. Since in the past 2 years, let's see.
You're pregnant.
Yes, I'm 8 months pregnant. Yes, very exciting. Pregnant, still on the street. Lost my best friend like 2 weeks ago. Things have just gotten like really crazy, you know, like.
Breeze, who
Yeah, Breeze.
I interviewed before.
Yeah, Breeze. Yeah.
That was from fentanyl?
No, she was she had a abscess fused with her spinal cord, and they took part of her spinal cord out, and she was paralyzed from the waist down for about the past year, and then she just got infections all along her back and stuff, and they just like took over, and
oh my God.
Yeah, it was
Sounds
not.
horrible.
Yeah, it was not an easy way to go, but she's happier now. So.
So you're still living in a tent?
Yeah, I live in a tent down the street still.
You've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, way longer than I thought. Like, I thought it had just been like 2 years, but apparently this is like the twilight zone, and everything is like warp speed, and I've really been down here for like almost 6.
6 years.
Yeah. Never thought I'd.
Are you still using?
Yeah.
You were using heroin, right?
Yeah, heroin and meth, but I stopped the meth, but I got on methadone, but I still use heroin here and there.
Yeah.
It's really hard to be surrounded by dope and not
Yeah, you're
use.
surrounded by it. Every block, every tent.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah. I walk down the street and they're still hollering, like trying to sell it to me, and I'm like,
Are you concerned for the baby?
yeah, I feel really guilty, really guilty.
Yeah. And there's a chance you could lose it too, right?
Yeah, it definitely has like really big like consequences like for the baby like later in life and stuff, you know.
That shows you how difficult it is to stop these things, right?
Yeah, like I'd give anything to be able to like just stop, you know, and it's just not as it's not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. You know, it's easy to like say like, you know, like how can you use while you're pregnant and how can you do that, and you know, it's like it's easy for someone to look in and judge and stuff like that, but when you have this addiction that you've been fighting for like 10, 12 years already, and then all of a sudden you get pregnant and you're supposed to stop using, like I wish this baby was enough to stop using. I wish, you know, like more than anything, but like it's just not, you know, and it kills me.
And this is your first child, or?
It's my second. My first baby lives with his dad in Arizona.
And the father of this child is?
He's in a tent with me down here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see any hope of getting off out of Skid Row?
I hope and pray that I will, you know, like, but the reality is, like, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be tremendously difficult to
find
the strength to.
Yeah, I moved like just down to like probably like 6 or 7 miles for the past year, like away from here, and like you just end up like finding like all these reasons to come back, like justifying it to yourself and making excuses and oh well, I need to go back down to Skid Row for this or this or this, and it like then you get back here and you're like, what is the draw of this place? Like, why do I feel like like why how am I here again? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really is crazy. It's like the addicts are like moths to flame. For real. And they just keep coming here, and it's their downfall.
Yep, no matter the cost, no matter, you know, the pain or the suffering or the hurt or anything like that, like you just stay here, and then like you look back and you think on it and you're like, why am I putting myself through this? Like, am I like punishing myself? Am I like, it just shows, I guess, like how like addiction is just not, you know, not something that you can just like, it's not always logical, you know.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And then it brings up feelings of guilt and shame and all that.
Yeah, but it just fuels the using and fuels the, the cycle that you're just so stuck in.
So the prostitution that you were doing before, have you stopped that?
Yeah, I don't do that anymore now that I've gotten pregnant. That's just too much for me.
And it's got to be hard, especially as far along as you are.
Yeah, I can't imagine, because I know like it's already dangerous enough, and then like you add pregnancy and the fact that I'm not able to defend myself as well, and I'm way more vulnerable. That's just too high of a risk, trust me, I know I'm doing way riskier stuff and stuff like that, but that's just like I'm able to make do so far as well as I can and support myself with help of like the baby daddy, and so I haven't had to do that.
But with you and the father both living in a tent, and then you have a baby in a month, that doesn't sound like a great situation to be raising a child.
No, he still is kind of in denial about our situation, and I'm just like trying to be as real with him and realistic as I can be, and like they're not. It's not like they're gonna let it. First off, the baby has to detox off the methadone and the heroin, so he'll be in the NICU for 30 days or so while they wean him off. And then like, what are they gonna do? Like, be like, oh, I know you use drugs, but here's this baby, and good luck with it. Like, no, CPS will get involved, and and unless we really get our shit together, or crap together, it's just not looking so good.
So if you end up not getting off Skid Row and having the baby, and then is there anyone you can give it to? Any family or anything like that?
I have no family here. My family is in Phoenix, Arizona, and I think my mom's in like Minnesota or something like that.
But they wouldn't help you out?
No, they don't. I mean, they're not. They're kind of racist, and the fact that I'm with a black guy is bothering. Most of them are already not talking to me, so like me having like a half black baby is like
oh, I see.
The end all be all for them. So no, but
so you're on your own.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. His mom is like super sweet, and but she's in Detroit, Michigan. And she's having like trouble with like, I guess, Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or something. So that's not really an option either. So.
And the pregnancy wasn't planned?
No. No, I hadn't gotten my period in like 8 years. So I didn't think that I could get pregnant, but turns out you can. So
using heroin, you lose your menstrual cycle?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. I at least as far as I know, I did, and a bunch of girls. I don't know if it's every girl, but most girls. And then most girls don't know that you don't have to have a cycle to get pregnant. Like you can still ovulate and everything like that. I had no clue, no clue whatsoever.
And after being down here 6 years, what have you learned about yourself or about life?
About myself, I learned that being down here hardened me. It hardened my heart. It made me kind of angry, and when I first got down here, I was so naive and gullible.
And women get treated so badly here.
Yeah, and just like get taken advantage of, and then it's like the girls here, like we don't like pull together and like help each other out. Like we steal from each other, and we talk crap about each other, and we try to sleep with each other's boyfriends, and just like the total opposite of what we should be doing. Like it's hard enough out here for women. Like why are we making it harder on each other? Like it's some sort of competition. Like it's crazy. But I learned that I'm tougher than I thought I was. A lot tougher. So yeah.
All right, Mackenzie. Well, I wish you and the baby the best of luck. I hope you figure out a way out of here, because I think that's going to be the answer for anything positive.
Me too. There's nothing left here.
No.
There hasn't been for a long time, so thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.